All right, folks. So it's day 213 of the year, and I just woke up. It's like almost 8 a.m. in the morning, and just to let you see, yeah, it is the 1st of August, and I just come off the end of a very nasty virus that's went through my entire household. And I'm still dealing with lingering effects of that. But even with that, I've got to pick up and start going forward again. A lot of complications over the last week or so due to this virus. Some things changed within my life that helped me to pick up some weight. Not too bad, though. We'll show you right now. Nothing I can't get under control. Like I was saying, nothing I can't get under control. I I really hate this.
Hello. Please step on the scale.
But this is where we are.
Your weight is 281.4 pounds.
281.4. That's a big increase over the last time I weighed in on video. I was 274.2. And I was doing so good, and I was on my way back down, and then this virus hit, and life threw me a big old man obstacle to get around in my way with this virus, and it has not been fun. So to move forward, we're going to start back to zigzag calorie cycling today, the way it's supposed to be done. That was working before the virus struck me, and then I just didn't care. I mean, there was times when I just could not focus on this diet throughout that virus. I just could not focus on my window or any of that. So everything's out of whack right now. So we got to fix everything from the beginning right now. And how we start off by doing that is we got to go get a cup of coffee. That's how we start off. All right, I'll be right back with my cup of coffee. Alright, so I got my coffee. I'm trying to get woke up here. It's kind of working. Now, I'm going to prepare something to make later in the way of food consumption for today. So, stay tuned. Alright, so yeah, I found me a hat so I can have me a bad hat day. I'm just limited to it this morning for a while, and I don't care. Both of my kids are home today. And I'm on my second cup of coffee. Let me show you what that looks like. Alright, it's a little lighter in color. What just happened there? I hope that took. I may have just had a camera malfunction, but like I was saying, I'm on my second cup of coffee. It's lighter in color because I use the same coffee filter to run this through a second time. And you know, my Keurig, it only fills up half of this cup, so I fill the rest up with water. So before I filled it up with more water, it was darker than what it looks now. So basically what this is a light cup of coffee. I drink that Folgers Black Silk coffee, so that first cup I get is really dark and rich cup of coffee. So you can really pass on a second cup. You can really get by on a second cup off of those filters, for sure. I mean, that's still pretty dark, y'all. Still pretty dark for coffee. And you can taste it. It's all in there. You're gonna get more benefit from that same cup of coffee. A little less caffeine than maybe before, but there's still going to be plenty of it in there. And you know, I try to drink 1 to 2 cups in the morning. So after the second cup of it, you know, it's pretty much throwaway fodder from that point on. But we pay a lot for these coffee cup inserts. And like I said, that is still pretty darn dark. I mean, you can see the bottom of it, but it's still pretty darn dark. But anyway, I'm gonna suck down this second cup of coffee here. And I'm waiting on that TVP to absorb all that liquid. I checked on it. It's only been in there like 15 minutes. I try to leave it a few hours in the refrigerator with a paper towel covered over it. And it's already absorbed a whole bunch of that liquid. It had more liquid than it did TVP in there, so it absorbed a pretty significant amount. So we'll see how much more it absorbs while it sits in there. A fourth of a cup now, since it's wet, I guarantee you will fill up a half of a cup because it expands as it absorbs. Now that's what they use to make vegan meats and vegan burgers and stuff with. For me, it's about the calories. I'm not vegan, but I can eat what I want. I can eat whatever the heck I want. Don't you try to stand in my way. There's that light at the end of the tunnel. It's a train coming your way. Freight train. Anyway, just all joking aside, you know, I eat what I want. I really do. Got it. So 80 calories. I like the sound of that. That's keeping it low, because you're gonna get 127 with the bread. It allows me to do what I like to do the most: experiment and have fun with food, and make something, you know, out of nothing, and then make it taste good. I like doing things like that. That's fun to me. I would add ground turkey to that. Not today. I'm not going to today. I'm making a straight up TVP burger today. Just try out that beef flavor in that bouillon I got. Next will be to try that with the turkey and TVP combination, or maybe just plain turkey with the beef. Who knows where I might go next? But I know I could take one of those turkey burgers, the frozen ones, thaw it out, and I'm talking about the 98% lean one, the one that's the lowest in calorie. Combine it with that fourth of a cup of TVP. Combine them together and get 2 products out of them that is both meat and veggie based. So That's an experiment for a later time. I've done it before, but I haven't done it with the beef bouillon stock that I got today. I put a whole tablespoon of that stuff in there. That might have been a little too much, but yeah, I'm learning. This is new to me. This is how you learn new things. You experiment. You gotta have a basic understanding of how cooking and ingredients work, though. Because you can mess up things. I've messed up a lot of things. But now that I'm older, I do a lot less messing up than I did when I was younger. But that's enough talking and running my mouth. We'll talk to you in a bit. Want some of that TVP and that liquid absorb into each other. Then we'll add some methylcellulose in there to tighten and firm it all up as it's cooking. And we'll get back with you on how it tastes. Stay tuned for all of that. Coming soon. Alright, so my mixture has been soaking for about 45 minutes now. And I just checked on it. And the cool thing about TVP, as long as you ain't got no raw ingredients like in there like eggs or any kind of raw meat or anything, you can taste it a little bit. See how it's doing even before it's cooked. Now all the moisture that's going to be soaked up within the TVP is already soaked up, so it did absorb most of that liquid. So next time we'll try a smaller amount of water in there. But I just remembered I got some pea protein combined. It's a mixture of pea protein and quinoa protein together, and it's very powdery and very absorbent. So I'm just going to use like a little tiny scoop of it in there to absorb the rest of the liquid. Mix that up, combine it up real well, and leave it to soak a little longer. But that beef flavor is there. That bouillon, man, that is incredible. That is incredible. I could compare it to a regular beef bouillon cube. The flavor is spot on. Love it. Alright, so my sandwiches are done. My phone's cranking up. You'll hear it in a minute. And can you believe these only weigh in at like 200 calories? And that beef flavored bouillon done the trick. Really done the trick. Those taste beefy flavored.
Hello, Moto.
So I got two sandwiches sitting around 400 calories, 400 and something, maybe about 425. But my point is, we'll be under our 1600 even with this and still be able to eat later. Alright, I'm gonna finish these up. I gotta make a phone call and I will talk to you in a bit. Alright folks, so it's the end of the day. I had a good time playing around that TVP burger, making that and eating that. Didn't quite turn out the way I wanted. I think either the pea protein or the quinoa in there, or the tapioca. It could have been the tapioca starch that I added in there to do a little thickening of it. I think that may have played with or messed with the results that I've had in the past successfully. I think I should just ground up some TVP and added there as a filler, or maybe tried to drain some of that juice out, or maybe even add ground turkey would have been a better option. But we know better for next time, and we won't do it again. So But I was looking up the calorie contents on that TVP. On the basically, it's got zero saturated fat, zero trans fat, zero cholesterol, only 2 milligrams of sodium, 7 carbohydrates. But here's the kicker: if you know anything about carbohydrates, there's 4 grams of dietary fiber. So 7 take away 4 leaves 3 net carbs in the entire serving. 12 grams of protein, which is fantastic. It only has 3 grams of sugar. And that's probably taken away with the dietary fiber addition that I calculated a few seconds ago. Basically, the stuff don't exist other than just the good parts. How can it be so wrong? I don't know. But once you get it, when you get it right, let me clarify, when you get it right, because I have got it right a time or two. It's a very low calorie, 80 calories for the serving. Like I say, it's a fourth a cup, but it expands when it gets wet. It's the perfect product, for weight loss. I'm sorry, it just is. It just is. People don't like the processing claim behind it and the soy behind it, but hey, I mean, we'd a whole lot more worse for our stuff, right? Which is why we're on a diet to begin with, to lose weight, right? So if it helps with that, then I'm all about it. Just like with anything else, you can't eat it all the time. You can't eat it every day, but there's a lot of applications you can use it in. And I plan on beating some of them options to death here in the next few weeks to help with weight loss. Not just burgers, but maybe use some for spaghetti meat, maybe use some for taco meat, different things and such as that. Especially since it soaks up that beef flavor so well. Yeah, I can see a lot of that in my near future for weight loss purposes, for sure. I get it if you don't like it. And it wouldn't be my number one choice either. I definitely would go ground turkey route over this, but I think for some applications this is going to be perfect. Maybe even mixed with a little ground turkey as well. We'll see. But keeping calories low, I like that 80 calorie, that firm number that it falls on, 80 calories. Yeah, I was watching Thomas DeLauer breaking down keto diet and people gaining weight, eating high fat contents of meat, like ribeyes and stuff all the time. And he was talking about how people have insulin resistance problems by eating high fats in those meats. And he said, and if anybody ever wants me to link it, I will. But you can look him up for yourself. He said it himself that high proteins, too much of them will cause insulin resistance, cause you to gain weight, and it cause you to plateau, and it will cause you to all of the above. It causes you all of the stuff I just mentioned, and it'll cause you to have to look into calories even with that. He said because calories still matter no matter what. And if you look into a lot of your diets out there, a lot of your experts, they'll lead you in one direction, telling you, that, this is the key, you can eat whatever you want. Now, have you believed that to an extent until they can't they see that they can't keep people bought into it anymore, and then they say, "Oh, well, you need to cut back." It is about calories. So no matter what diet you're on, the calories matter. They matter. Unless you're not taking in any calories, and that is not life sustaining for the long haul. So learning to do with smaller amounts of calories is something you're going to have to face sooner or later. Face it head on now. Get your body used to it, and the best way to do that is do the calculator like I do, and every few weeks continue to do it and see how your calories change from your weight gains and drops. And doing that and eating under those amounts will help you every time, I guarantee. Alright, folks. Well, that's all I got for today. Till tomorrow, y'all have a good one.